Hey, you're watching Half Asian Tarot Queen. I'm Melissa, and gonna do a reading with I'm on a roll with these new decks that I just got. So right now I'm using this Priestess of Light, and then we also have the Light Seers. So I'm really on this light kick right now, but I think that's good because it's like, like trying to focus on harnessing positive energy and moving into the future and oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we got telepathy, transmission, reception, communication. So that's at the bottom of the deck. And it's interesting because when I was holding this up, like the message that came to me was like getting downloads from the spiritual realm, like not even necessarily telepathy, like an earth to earth connection, but from your ancestors or from guides, your guides that are like guiding you through this moment. And then we got balance, stability, standing firm, and we got power over difficulty, reclaiming your power, which this just came out in the last reading, which I just did, so I'll link that up here, because it was all about like kind of like navigating through a complex situation. And it's interesting because in some ways the message was similar, because it was like there was like a complex situation that was requiring navigation. And like in this situation, like in that reading, it was more of like using discernment to sort of articulate to yourself like how to navigate and move forward, like what your path would be. There was just this like thud sound. So but in this reading, it seems like the next step from that, because it's sort of like you've discerned that for yourself, and now it's a matter of holding your vision and not settling for less than that, like this is what's going to bring balance into your life. And so this is sort of like part of manifesting is to just sort of hold your vision and stand firm in that and not be led on another path. Like that's how you're gonna reclaim your power, and so I'm getting that there's like a lot of guidance that's happening. And this, I mean, the other one spoke to sort of having guidance coming down, but this almost implies that it's coming from a specific entity or a person or ancestor or somebody specific that's like really like watching over, like a guardian angel, or someone who's passed over on the other side, or something of that nature is kind of what I'm getting. I think that this card could be like broad, or it could be like somebody in the actual world, but like that's kind of not what I'm getting in this particular reading. Okay, so oh my gosh. All right, so I'm going to the Light Seers to get some more energies. Let's see, I'm gonna scoot back because I've got to make room for more cards. Oh my gosh, okay. Wow. Okay. So at the bottom we have the Hermit, which is interesting because this was prominent in the last reading as well. And this is a card about sort of like being on a spiritual quest and sort of like taking a time out to connect perhaps with these messages and being open to receiving that guidance. Oh my gosh. So when I was this just came out, like, this just flew out when I like adjusted myself, but it was like the Devil, the Temperance card, and the Eight of Cups. So it's like perhaps like balancing this toxic energy by like walking away is kind of what I'm getting. And that just like flew out. So like there's guidance for that. And then we have the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and we have the World. So it's like there's some sort of conflict within your foundation that's coming to an end. And perhaps this is the thing that is needing to be walked away from. There's a conflict in my environment that I need to deal with. I'm sorry. I take care of someone with dementia, so that kind of stuff tends to happen. So we got a Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, and we have the Eight of Swords. So it's really interesting because, I mean, this speaks to a soulmate connection, and this speaks to a soulmate connection as well. So like a deep connection that maybe there's a long history with, like some that goes back to childhood, but like this connection is causing all this, like, it's just toxic. It's like causing all this fear and anxiety, and it's like hard for you to see your way forward. Like perhaps like some sort of toxic patterning that you're trying to break out of, like some sort of cycle, you know, is kind of what I'm getting from this. But like whatever this is, it came out right under the World. It's like this is coming to an end. Like either the pattern is coming to an end or the relationship is coming to an end. But things are coming into balance because we're like walking away. So that's really interesting. It's like, I wonder, I'm going to pick it from a different deck, from the Intuitive Night Goddess deck, and see if I can get any insight about what's happening here. If it's like the pattern or the relationship itself. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, so at the bottom we got the Eight of Wands. So things are changing. There's like a message coming in. Oh my gosh. When I these two just fell off, and then and that revealed the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like good, like this is abundance, and it's like generational wealth, you know. That's the message that's coming in. But we have like this Two of Swords, which is like, it's kind of like dissonance, it's blockage, it's like inner conflict, you know, and that's followed by revolution. So whatever this blockage is, it's like completely crumbling. Like this is a Tower card. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which is like a card of lack. So it's interesting because we have these two outcomes. We have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Ten of Pentacles that are both sort of happening. And like it's almost like there's two outcomes, which is a story that's been coming up a bunch. I'll try to link one of those references up here. But like there's been this recurring story about like, you know, like this tribe of people, Justice for the Truth tribe, that have like kind of done all this inner work and like aligned themselves with the truth. And so like when things sort of like crumble, like this tribe is going to emerge in like abundance and like a better situation on the other side of this. But like the people who are sort of like in denial about how things have evolved are gonna kind of be left out in the cold. And there's kind of like these two camps that are sort of battling for control right now. It's my mom right here. I'm gonna go to the Queen of the Moon Oracle to pick some things. Final card. And then I'll leave it at that. But this is a pretty climactic reading here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so we have fruition. So again, like whatever the situation is, it's kind of coming to fruition. Like it's, whatever this outcome is, it's about to be revealed. And so it's interesting because we have balance. So things are coming back into balance. But then we have boundaries and we have the masculine, which is, this is kind of like this young energy. It could be like aggressive energy. And it's like we have boundaries in between that and balance. So it's like in order to have balance, it's going to require making boundaries from this aggressive energy. So it kind of seems to me that it's like more walking away from this pattern and this situation and having boundaries with this person, because we're walking away from the toxicity. It's kind of what I'm getting from this situation. So, but we'll see how things unfold in future readings. We'll check back soon.